Hey, thanks for tuning to another episode of The Spiritual Scientist. I'm Victor. Hey, thanks for checking me out. And I don't know if this thing's on or not. I can't really see it. Oh, yeah. You got me. You got me. So, just driving to work again this morning. New time, working 6 days a week. Actually, maybe 7. The way it looks. But we'll see. 7 days a week, man, takes a toll. Definitely I'm in the working class, you know what I'm saying? Anyway, shout out to all my working class friends. I'm monitoring these timelines. I'm trying to. Part of what I think's going on, either spiritually or whatever, is some of us have the ability to have a multi-tiered awareness, a higher dimensional way of thinking, so we actually see changes where other people, do not see these changes. So I've been, I'm always looking at these changes because I just see them. And, it drew me in. I started making videos about the spiritual changes and the changes I see, try to document it maybe for myself and for other people, and try to understand what's going on together. Sometimes I feel like I have the answer and then something else changes, and then I'm like, I don't know what the heck I'm talking about, and then something else changes. So I always reserve the right to change my mind as evidence present themselves. With all that said, there's a big something just happened. Okay, so I get alerts when about computer intelligence. I am not to tout myself, but I feel like I'm a very intelligent, high IQ individual, and I was just in. When people say they're researching stuff, that things, they go on Google and they look it up. So I use different search engines. A couple of weeks ago, sent some messages to my friend. I was looking at the latest in computer intelligence. This was only maybe 2 weeks ago. Looking at, I got drilled down to one of the, how many interactions per second does it do. I was looking at Summit Computers, something called Summit, Oak Ridge, California is one of them. There's a twin computer that's looking at tokamak, fusion. And so I was like, okay, that's right now, I was saying, that is one of the most, cutting edge computer systems out there. It's called Summit, right? So wake up this morning, I'm watching, I'll give a shout out, Rex, Lead Project. I got this from him. So, and now there's a quantum computer with 5,000 qubits that you can access through the cloud for your business needs, up from 2,000. And that's kind of blowing my mind, because the last time I checked, which I don't believe was that long ago, IBM had one that was at 52, and there was one they were talking about 132. They're always round numbers of qubits. So that would be like, with a quantum computer, it doesn't just do zeros and ones, but it takes in other variables. It's basically doing 4 computations at the same time. And when you were going to have one that did 52, that was a big thing. So I researched it as much as I can, and I looked at the facility where it was located, at the latest ones, okay, and I was looking at how they have to keep them in liquid hydrogen and keep them super cooled. And it was very difficult, but because at any state that would set one off would, if you vibrated the floor, anything like that, it would screw it all up, all these computations. So, correct me if I'm wrong, but now they're saying that we have ones that do 5,000 cubics. 5,000. It was 52. It was 52. Now it's 5,000. I kind of feel like, when I was looking at particle accelerators, there was one, and then there was okay, there's two, and then all of a sudden there was 30,000 particle accelerators. How crazy is this? You have a quantum computer with 5,000, am I saying it right? Qubits? It's 5,000. I can't even think right when I'm saying that. It doesn't make sense to me. 5,000? I have to research this more. Is that possible? I feel like that guy from the Aliens channel, when he does that, is such a thing even possible? It's not possible. It's what? 5,000? Were they mothballing this and all of a sudden, hiding it? Not mothballing, but hiding it, and all of a sudden they just came out with it. Are you kidding me? 5,000? Up from 2,000. 2,000? Now there's 5,000? And they're talking about Ray Kurzweil with the singularity. Are you kidding me? 5,000? That's insane. So I'm just really blown away, and I felt like there's what I felt in the last day or two is definitely I feel less grace. I feel less holiness in the world. I feel like there's less, something got sucked out. I've been talking about that the last couple of shows, like our reality went from, seemed like PG to R. Usually something like this means the opposite in a way, like there's something good happening because there's so many bad things happening, like balance, but I don't know. Is this the time for Christ's return when you have things like everything seems so dark and negative? Is there going to be a balance and something positive happen? I want everybody to stay positive, but 5,000, I don't know how I'll have to research this more. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it means something else because it doesn't make sense to me. And I'm going to try to research it while I'm at work, but I'm really busy and I don't get it. So maybe one of you can explain it to me. I got to look up the history of it and find out how we got to 5,000, because last thing I checked, it was 56. And I get alerts. I sign up for alerts through systems, and I try to monitor these things. And like I said, I'm looking at timelines. I'm looking at what timelines. I'm looking at history of things and trying to stay abreast of all scientific things and what's going on. And this is a huge Mandela effect to me. And maybe this is the cause. I don't know. I'm always trying to. Like I said, I try to figure out one thing and then something else. It's something else, and I don't know. I'm just going back, and I could tell you that I know a lot about interfaces with computers and how they react to voice. I do something like that with my job, and I just was working with a computer, an older model, and it had all this newer functionality with voice that I didn't know, but I'm supposed to be an expert on it and capable. So I don't know. A lot of things are whacked. Anyway, like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you think. All right? I'll talk to you later. Bye.